Hi folks, and welcome to the PLKitty channel. We are playing some Mass Effect 3 today. I'm super excited to play this. So first off, I just wanted to share that I bought this version so that I could play it here for you guys, or with you guys, because I couldn't get my Wii U to play nice with my, like, capture card computer scenario. But what I did do is actually over the weekend I went through and I have the full version for the Wii U, so we actually went through and played. They have this really cool like comic book sequence that you can kind of quote-unquote play through. It's kind of choose your adventure kind of style. So that you can have a recap from the Mass Effect 1 and 2, so that you are kind of primed and prepped to jump into Mass Effect 3. So I did that and had a lot of fun with that over the weekend, and it got me excited to play this. And so I might actually talk a little bit about that as we start to make decisions with this version. So just so you are aware where I'm kind of starting out with this. And we are going to start a new game with a female character. And I think this is really cool. Like, you have the option of how you want to play this game. So we can do straight up action, just like an action shooter. You can do story mode, which is basically, you know, more about the choose your own adventure kind of storyline effect, or you can do role-playing, which is what we're going to do. It has that nice balance of the two. And I did address this in posts earlier last week when I announced that I was going to be doing Mass Effect, that this is actually not an FPS RPG. It is actually in third person. I totally forgot. I knew that we had two really great titles for the Wii U and that I was going to pick one and try to make that work. And my husband hadn't finished Deus Ex, which was my other choice. And so, you know, I couldn't start over on him. That would be really rude. So I decided to go with Mass Effect 3 and then realized it was in third person. But I think that it is still appropriate because what we really wanted to do is do that kind of transition from shooter into RPG. So we're starting to see the incorporation of different elements that allow you to really be the character that you're playing and to have impact on the story. And so this one definitely allows you to have impact on the story, and you know, you're choosing the path that you go down and what the end story will eventually be. So with all of that said, we're gonna go with this, and of course we'll do Kitty. We won't do the full PLKitty, but Kitty Shepherd works, I think. Alright, so we're gonna enter the name, and so we have two choices here, so not a whole lot of customization in what you look like, but which is ironic because we had more customization in the last game, but it was first person, so you never saw the character. And you don't really see this character either. You're largely looking from behind. But I think we're going to go with this. And then we have a bunch of different choices here of what style of play we want to go for. Scanning for physical enhancements, please confirm your military class. So that's pretty cool. That's a tough choice. There seems to be some really cool aspects to all of these different characters. And so I had originally thought that I might go with infiltration. So then the infiltrator are tech and combat specialists with the unique ability to cloak themselves from visual and technological detection. Their inventory is stacked with a wide variety of weapons, equipment, and powers. Infiltrators are deadly at any range, but particularly so with a sniper rifle. When scooping a target, When scoping a target, superior reflexes take over. Time momentarily slows down, and the infiltrator finds an easy picking. Infiltrator powers are disruptor ammo, cryo ammo, incinerate, tactical cloak, sticky grenade, and sabotage. Then we've got Sentinel. Sentinels are unique, they're all unique, right? Bringing both tech and biotic abilities to the battlefield. In addition to complete weapons training, Sentinels are equipped with an advanced shield that makes taking cover much less necessary and rushing their enemies much more productive. This armor system can also be detonated to blast nearby enemies. So we've got a throw, warp, lift grenade, tech armor, overload, and cryoblast. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sentinel, I think. Let's do it. So then you actually get to make some decisions around your background as well. So please confirm the details of your personal history. So you can be a spacer where both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. I think I'm actually going to go with spacer. We're going to be like straight up Marine. Going all in. Please update your service history. So sole survivor, during your military service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in a life-threatening situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. Everyone around you fell, and you alone survived to tell the tale. I think I'm going to go with sole survivor because I feel like she's got the experience and now she's kind of out there with something to prove, maybe? And maybe a little bit broken. So let's go with that. So best describes your experience with significant combat losses. Numerous. So these are actually some of the decisions that I got to do with the comic book version of like catching you up from edition 1 and 2, or story 1 and 2. Gunner Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. So this is the one that I actually chose when I went through and did the comic book catch up. And my reasoning was, when they're telling the story, they're talking about how, you know, Caden was this, like, young kid that was, like, you know, under your charge and very, like, you know, gung-ho on the mission, and that you, like, caught up with Ashley Williams. She's actually a really big part of the Mass Effect 1, which I actually remember quite a lot of when I did the recap. I realized how much I remembered from having watched my husband play through it. And she's a really strong female character and very experienced. And I felt like for me, I decided to save Caden over Ashley because I felt like in the heat of a moment when you'd be making that decision, I would feel as Shepard that Ashley would have the potential to save herself and that Caden was kind of more my responsibility. So that was my reasoning why I decided to save Caden. So this is the story we'll be going with. Gunner Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action, the direct result of an order issued by Commander Shepard. So by me, I made the decision that led to her fall. The only other survivor of the incident was Lieutenant Caden Alenko. Shepard and Alenko's shared loss of Williams created a strong bond between them, although the incident has had a lingering psychological effect. All right, so we've complete reinstatement protocol for Kitty Shepard. She's a spacer. Her parents were in the military and we moved around a whole bunch. And she has a reputation of being a sole survivor. She's experienced loss on her missions. Her class is a sentinel, so she's perfect for getting right up in people's faces and punching them out, man. And then combat loss, she lost Ashley Williams, which is very sad for those of you who have played through the other editions of Mass Effect. So here's the first decision we get to make. So in our past, we came across the Reapers and they were like a serious threat, and we tried to warn everybody.
You know we're not ready if it is them, not by a long shot.
Yeah, interesting. Press escape and select squad to level up. Okay. So I got 5 points that I can put into whatever. Upgrade power. Rip our target to shreds with his vicious blast. That sounds cool. I like frozen ones. Frozen ones are cool. Alright. Confirm. Let's have a quick look at key bindings. So use, cover, and storm is like, I can't separate them out. I thought maybe they were like different ones, just set all to spacebar, but all right. Oh yeah, cool. He froze that guy. Look at him fall right over. So, I was badly injured. The character was badly injured in previous version, and was basically put back together by Cerberus. And there was some shadiness happening with their motives. Shift to display power menu. Oh jeez. First aid revives fallen squad mate and recovers a portion of Shepard's health. There we go. Yeah. I thought this was actually going to be a lot harder to like manage their abilities and my abilities, but it's actually not too bad. Who knows?
That's an understatement.
Damn it.
I love this roll. Yeah.
Watch out! Over there.
Oh, of course it's spacebar to sprint.
Let him go.
Orders?
Dispose of him.
No!
Oh man. Did we lose our first casualty? So yesterday I was talking about how my husband actually played through all of this on the Wii U, and how I had bought this version for PC so that I could play it here as part of the shooter RPG exploration. And he was asking me how it was going, and so I was telling him about the controls, and I was like, well, you know, it's better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it might be a little bit more twitchy since it doesn't actually have a controller. And he's like, what? There's no controller? Like, this came out for like Xbox first, and I have an Xbox controller. But yeah, there's no support for controller. And the thing that really frustrates me is when I went in to look at some rebinding, which, you know, I highlighted yesterday, was the fact that everything seems to be on spacebar and I can't separate them out. So they have use, cover, sprint, and jump all on spacebar, which is so ridiculous.
Commander,
but we gotta live with it.
Said you'd be coming.
It's all right. Okay, so we want to go here because we want to rescue the Turian Primarch. That's pretty damn cool. Oh, I see. Blah, 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 blah. Let's land. Ooh, cycle appearance. Oh, yeah. Made it, Chugs! Oh, shit, snacks! There's one mean-looking beastie. Alright.
For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One more squad mate.
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them, not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Paladin...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan?
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
Politics.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
I'll tell you when I need it.
Excellent. I will run tests to ensure that it matches or exceeds the capabilities of organic squad mates. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew's a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Cool, so you can buy bonus. Sure, why not? Bonus powers. Okay, and you can reset powers. Cool.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander.
Love me some sci-fi storylines.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
Guys, what she's been through. Erdnot, Reeve, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that. What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Reeve. We've got Cerberus
Oh, Cerberus.
Only one
Getting in the way again.
It might be safer down here. Release the female. We're leaving.
Yeah, I mean, it has me super excited. I love sci-fi storylines, and, you know, as I said, like, just makes me want to go and watch, like, some Babylon 5 or something like that. I'm digging it, man. I am loving the storyline, and the character designs are just so beautiful. I love these races that they've created, and I'm super excited to see what happens. It looked like that one dude used the other dude for cover. What's going on with his head?
We did it!
Yeah, watch out. You still got Cerberus troopers left.
There's one right over here. Sweet. I did it! Death to Cerberus!
I wasn't sure you could pull this off, Shepard.
Let's make this quick.
Fate of your entire race was at risk.
I'll take it from
We had to
here.
do it.
I'm not your property, Reeve.
Citadel. Citadel. Bunch of stuff going on in the Citadel, looks like. Okay, so this is one thing that my husband was asking me about, whether I had seen these like red and blue symbols on the screen as we were playing, and I at first I said no, I didn't think I had, but then I realized yesterday that I was seeing them. I didn't know what it meant or what it was all about. So apparently it's actually reputation. It's kind of weird that they don't actually explain that to you. They just have like a mouse with those colors and symbols, and then you're supposed to click it when it comes up. It actually designates that you do certain actions that, you know, work towards those reputations. So I don't even entirely know what those factions mean, but hopefully I'll find out. Let's take Edie. And James. I take their alternate appearances too. Oh, meaty bits! Oh man, meaty bits! Do one of these over here.
Drop and recharge when you need to.
Yes! Seems to work really well on these turrets. Nice! I got him right through the hole. Yes. Oh, why didn't I take the sniper class? Oh, shit snacks. Shit snacks! Sweetness. I love the, like, shakiness even from, like, the thudding. It's a nice effect. I got a mech and I was like, yeah! 3 in 1.
She needs covering fire.
It's not gonna make it.
No! Oh, shit snacks.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Seriously.
Maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
That's too slow.
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
Got that one.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Haven't been up to the captain's cabin yet. Just training videos. Oh, we got some more customization. I like the more stealthy, streamlined look. Oh, patterns. Yeah, let's definitely get some more color up in here. Customization! Bright pink! Yeah. Sweet. Wrapping up Mass Effect 3, I gotta say, some final thoughts is, you know, first of all, I love the Mass Effect, like, universe. The, like, storylines are great. I love all the, like, political complications that they have built in there, that you kind of have to navigate. The races are amazingly designed. I love, like, I mean, the formulas are, you know, I've seen in other kind of sci-fi writing, but I mean, they've still got kind of their own unique flavors, and the aesthetic of each race is amazing. I love all the different character styles, are just, they're beautiful. I mean, let's be honest, the different races are just, they're gorgeously designed. I really enjoy that aesthetic. And I'm a big fan of sci-fi storylines. So I mean, this takes me back to watching, you know, one of my favorite TV shows, which was Babylon 5. And so definitely it kind of invokes some of that as well. You know, that balancing of, you know, political, and, you know, negotiation, in with the, like, military and, having to, you know, come up with strategies and combat and all of that. So very cool. And, you know, I really loved being, you know, being the character and being able to like make decisions that, you know, impact the storyline. That was kind of one of the things that people were not entirely enthusiastic about Mass Effect 3, was that they were kind of told that decisions they made in previous games were going to impact this game, and that wasn't entirely true, so that's kind of a little bit unfortunate, but as a standalone game, I think it's a great storyline and great characters. I actually, when I watched my husband play through it, he played the male character, and I really enjoy playing the female character of Shepard. I think it's great that like they have some of those kind of nuances in there that, like, you know, it's great to see a really powerful, you know, leader female character, and her connection, like when she's talking to the Krogan, is pretty cool. That, like, you know, they're like, let's show the boys how it's done. Like, you know, it's kind of awesome that there's like this like female power kind of thing, you know, we can do it too kind of thing, which is pretty awesome to see that in games. And I didn't actually get to showcase it, but like I know that there's actually opportunities to create relationships as well, so that's really interesting as well. I did get to see that when I did the kind of playthrough of the like comic book thing before going into the game, which I didn't do on stream, but I, you know, played on my Wii. But, you know, that's pretty cool as well. And they seem to be pretty open about like who you can create relationships with. So you can actually have, it looks like you can actually have same-sex relationships as well, which is actually pretty cool. So that's pretty awesome. The gameplay itself was a little bit twitchy for me. I really hated that everything was mapped to spacebar. I would have preferred if I could have had some of that stuff separated out. So as a port, I think that, you know, could have been fine-tuned a little bit more, and why I couldn't use a controller anyway was kind of bizarre. So that's really unfortunate. I did kind of muddle through it and, you know, started to get used to it, but I kind of feel like there could have been a bit more finesse with how they mapped out all the different abilities. That being said, I also think that the gameplay of like managing your abilities and your squad's abilities was pretty cool. This was actually the first game that I played where you actually had a number of different characters to kind of semi-control anyway. You're basically controlling your main character, but you get your squad mates can do special abilities and you kind of manage that. So that was actually pretty cool. I thought that was, you know, pretty easy to kind of navigate. Yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed this title, and I hope that you enjoyed taking a look at it with me. I've been trying to challenge what I know about games and challenging myself to be better at games, and I hope that you've enjoyed this look at the FPS, I guess, shooter, we're going to rename it, shooter RPGs. I really had a lot of fun with this genre, and I look forward to jumping into the RPGs. And if you enjoyed this journey so far, then remember to like and share this video and subscribe for more content like this. New videos come out every Tuesday with the addition of special unboxings. And thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a game soon.